Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Dear Darling. I should be see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhollow today on a special happy birthday to me. Maybe it's a bit for myself to say a special one particularly. It's the same as I suppose every other birthday, but a birthday spent with friends, which is always nice. But yes, if you didn't know, I was born on 2nd of September many years ago. I'm turning 26 today, and today's my birthday, which is also why I'm recording so late. You might be like, it doesn't look that late in Animal Crossing. I'm actually recording this not on my birthday anymore. It's actually the 3rd of September already. It's 11 minutes past midnight, but I time travelled so we can actually experience a birthday again here in Animal Crossing. So, hello everyone, we're now in Fawnhallow. It's 6:10 PM on Saturday, September 2nd, 2023. Actually, it's 10 past midnight on Sunday, September 3rd, but that's why I'm being so quiet as well, and I'm quite tired. Anyway, Island Superstar Day is also celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday! That's all for today. I'm not going to do the commentary thing over the birthday things. If you're interested in the commentary of the actual Animal Crossing things, you can check back any of the previous 3 years. That's when I did other recordings, I think, for my birthday. Oh, Audie's one hosting it. I think it was Lily the past 2 years who held the birthday celebrations. I can't remember who else has done it. But if Lily's here, I wouldn't be surprised. Lily's always here. But yeah, I'll talk about more, I suppose, what I did in my birthday celebrations tomorrow. This one will be just a bit of a summary. Happy birthday. So secretly now stand in front, okay, make a wish. I'm going to talk to everyone first. So cute that everyone is. I love it when the Animal Crossing villagers do something so cute like this. Anyway, I suppose I'll make a wish. What do I wish for today? That's a good question. I guess I'll wish for this. So, secretly, so you can't see what I'm saying. I made my wish. I will spend some time just partying with the Animal Crossing people. Well, we'll stay here for a few minutes and then we'll go to KK Cider's concert. But yeah, today was my birthday, so normally on my birthday, at least for me and my friends, what we do is the birthday person basically dictates not really the right word, but chooses what we do for that day. So it's sort of like a no holds barred. We will always do like whatever. Like on one of my friends' birthdays, we do go-karting, and I said before, I'm not like a huge fan of go-karting, and one of my friends really doesn't like it either, but we were just like, it's his birthday, he loves go-karting, let's do go-karting. It's that sort of thing. So for my birthday, I went down to London. How do I do this? Oh, do I need to equip it? I don't know. I didn't pay attention. I mean, I wasn't given anything to hold, so what am I going to do? I need you on standby under. Oh, okay. Well, I just talked to Audie. And when I mash A, right? What happens if I don't smash it at all? Oof. No, let's give it a good whack. Yeah. So basically, I went to a very fancy restaurant in London. Which, it was like very high up. It was up a tall building and had a good view of the city. It was obviously expensive, but it was very fancy with food as well, and I actually quite liked it. I'm not really much of a foodie, so I'm like quite unbothered, I suppose, by food on my birthday, but I still enjoyed it quite a lot. It was very delicious, especially if they had this like black cod dish, which was actually super delicious. They had this pork belly, which was super delicious as well. So I was like, whoa, this is actually pretty cool. And I love the aesthetics. But interior design in that restaurant was on point. Obviously I'm not, apologise for being cagey, but I'm not going to tell you the exact restaurant, but it was very nice. Just think fancy restaurant in London. Yeah, and then we took time to go to the National Gallery in London. Which is a museum. It's basically an art museum, which I haven't been to in years, like years, because I really like museums. So last year we went to Victoria and Albert, which I would say I think I've enjoyed the Victoria and Albert more than I enjoyed in the National Gallery, mainly because I feel like I don't have the appreciation of a lot of older forms of art because I don't know necessarily the history behind it, which I think goes into contributing. While Victoria Albert tends to be a bit more modern. I mean, it was a bit unfair. Victoria Albert had a Beatrix Potter exhibition, and Beatrix Potter was a big part of my childhood, so I'm quite biased towards that. And then another exhibit was a fashion exhibit, and I was like, this is amazing. And then in the evening, we went to go see a performance, and we went to go see Hamilton, and it was fantastic as well. I'd say, like, definitely something I should have watched earlier, and I understand why people love it so much. I didn't know basically anything about Hamilton except for Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote it. It's about Alexander Hamilton. I have very basic knowledge about the US, being founded, obviously fighting against the British. Was it an empire at that point? I don't really know my history very well. And George Washington being the first, and I didn't really know who Alexander Hamilton was. I knew George Washington, James Madison, and Thomas Jefferson. I mean, I don't know the rest, but I only know them through Animaniacs. And what I didn't realise is it was literally, it's a musical, but it's non-stop songs, back to back to back. Normally in other musical things, they have a song, and then they have, like, dialogue, like acting and that sort of thing, and they have the next song. This literally is back to back to back. There's 46 songs in Hamilton. That is crazy. That must be exhausting to sing. I cannot even imagine how tiring that must be, but it was fantastic. I loved it. I need to definitely go listen to the soundtrack again at some point, because I will not remember it in my head right now. Only 6 birthday cupcakes. Is it because I didn't mash A? I think I discovered that last year. I didn't mash A fast enough, because I also just did it slowly. I mean, like, you don't get all the birthday cupcakes, which feels like a silly thing to do, but I think we'll just store them for another year. But I know I can talk to you, and you'll give us a special KK slider birthday song, right? I think other NPCs also wish us happy birthday if we talk to them, but I don't remember who. So we watched Hamilton, and it was fantastic. It was brilliant, riveting, and I say I love musical theatre quite a lot. So this and Les Mis are things I want to see for ages, but Les Mis is something I want to go see with my fam. But yeah, we had that, and then I got home pretty late. I love these letters. These are so cute. Even if they're verbatim the same, I suppose, every single year, it's adorable seeing them every single time. The connection I have with my villagers. But yeah. What was I going to say? I came home pretty late, like around midnight. My friends got me gifts. And if you don't know, me and a small group of friends, basically each year, we have physical gifts, and then we also have, like, a creation project where we make something for someone. In previous years, it's been songs, it's been games, it's been mangas, it's been plushie. Like, for my ones, last year it was plushie. The year before that, I think, was artwork. The year before that, I think, was a dance video, and the year before that, I think, was a parody song. I don't know when we started. My 21st birthday. So is that enough years? I might have missed a year. I can't remember, to be perfectly honest. It's been quite a few years doing it, and the scope peaked around, like, when I was 23 or something. That was, like, ridiculous. But I can tell you what friends got. So 2 of the presents are downstairs. One of them, they got me, like, a very nice sake set with, like, a sake bottle and cups, and then, like, 3 really nice bottles of sake. And I was like, whoa, this is, like, because I really like sake. Sake is probably my favourite drink, alcoholic beverage, that is. I'm actually boring. Like, I'm pretty sure my favourite normal drink is actually just water. Not because I think water tastes good, exceptionally above the rest, but I will never get tired of drinking water, is probably the reason. Yes, they got me a really, really nice looking, like, sake, like, bottle and set, which obviously I'm gonna use to drink the sake probably tomorrow when I celebrate my birthday with my family. And then I got some other things. So obviously I went to, like, a board game convention with a couple of my friends, and it was last weekend. It's funny. I need to talk to him about it, but I haven't really said thank you yet, because I was like, I need to get this Animal Crossing thing out. Oh, I forgot I need to do a custom thumbnail out for this as well. But I went to our board game convention, and they got me some stuff from it, because I remember it's actually really funny, because I remember I'm very much the sort of person who, I don't know how difficult it is to buy me presents, because I feel like it's hard to figure out exactly what I want necessarily, because I tend to be very selective with my taste. I tend to have, like, laser focused tastes, and it's not always consistent, because you'll be like, oh, dear darling likes cute things, and you show me a cute thing, and I'll be like, that's not really my style. And you show me another cute thing, I'll be like, oh, that's, like, my favourite thing. You have to know me very, very well to know my exact taste, I suppose, when it comes to that. But I do come with a benefit, is that I very, very rarely tend to buy things for myself. So if you do figure out what I want, very good chance I haven't bought it for myself. I was actually talking about this with a friend, but he's like basically a polar opposite, where he's very like wears his heart on his sleeve. It's very obvious to know what sort of things he likes. But the thing is, the things he likes, he's definitely already bought them. Because when he's like, I want this, then he buys it. The only reason he wouldn't buy it is if it's insanely expensive. So we're sort of like polar opposites in that regard. But I think my friends did a very good job, because I remember conversations I had with my friends. Because when I went to our board game cafe, it was not board game cafe, it was board game expo area, and like saw all the things, I was like, I wonder if my friends are going to try and buy a birthday gift for me here. But then I was like, okay, let's not think about it too much, to be honest. Like if they're going to buy a birthday gift for me here, let's make it a surprise. So, you know, I'm not going to like try and investigate it. I don't want to like, you know, call them out and be like, found you, because why would I do that? There's no point. That's to the detriment of everyone. So I was like, let's not think about it too much. Just gonna be me. Just gonna be me. But then there was one conversation I had with my friend where they were like, which must be very funny in retrospect, because I didn't even think about it in the context of birthday gifts. They were like, anything catch your eye? And I was like, nah, not really. So I wonder if I got like an internal panic of like, oh, that's not good. But then, like, I walked around with them, and then they were like, "Oh, and then I pointed out things. I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool." And one thing I pointed out, which I will get the two things I have up here. They're in my bag right now, over here. But one of them I pointed out was like, at this stall of this creator. I cannot remember the creator's name exactly, but they were like, because I was like, oh, one of the things I actually do really like was I like the designs of these things, and what they basically are is they kind of look like Magical Girl, like Sailor Moon-esque wands, I suppose, but they're designed after evolutions. I remember my friend being like, oh, that's pretty cool, and they were like, oh, which one would you say is your favourite? And I was like, probably this Vaporeon one. And I remember thinking afterwards at the time, I'd be like, I wonder if that was a hint for a birthday gift thing. But then I forgot about it. I didn't really think about it all that much afterwards. And lo and behold, they bought me this very, very cute Vaporeon Sailor Moon-esque wand. It's basically like a charm. So it's like an acrylic charm, and then it's got like a little chain thing which I can attach to something. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, because it's quite a bulky one. Well, it's not bulky as in it's thick, it's more like it's very wide, so it's not like I can't put it on my phone, because that will be like, it's wider than my phone. I think it is actually just wider than my phone. I don't think I have a key. I might use it as a keychain thing, but it might also be quite big for a keychain thing, because I do have keys, obviously, but you know what's funny is that my keys used to have a keychain thing on them, but it's since fallen off. You might be like, what was that keychain thing? The keychain thing was no joke. It was something I got from the mathematical Olympiads back in school. If you did well enough, basically, you would, or if you got to the next round, I think, of like senior, no, was it kangaroos or BMOs? I can't remember. They would give you a maths keychain, and it had like a little like fun maths fact on it. But that has long since fallen off. But now I still have a key ring part. I just don't have the actual attachment part, which makes it special. So I've got a ring, but now I can attach this Vaporeon Sailor Moon thing to it, and now I've got an actual proper keychain. Look at that, so cute. I did like this Vaporeon design. I wonder if I got rid of. Yeah, there it goes. Darling Aslan. Aslan. That's a creator. You can probably find it online. Now, part of me is sort of like, I want to collect them all now. Oh, they have an Etsy shop. There you go. I really did like these evolution things. I don't know if they're on here, actually. The actual ones I can show you it, but... Oh, they have a magical cat key one. Oh, but they have evolution ones. These are necklaces, I suppose. The Sylveon one was sold out, so I didn't even know what it looked like. But now I'm looking at them, yeah, I do like the Vaporeon one the best. I think it has the nicest shape language with it, you know. Well, would I choose second? Maybe the Glaceon one? Yeah, maybe the Glaceon one. I don't know. But I definitely do like the Vaporeon one best. I'm going to use that as my keychain holder. And hopefully it won't fall off. And if anything, you kind of want your keychain, I suppose, to be a bit bulky, otherwise you know you're going to lose it, right? So I'll throw this wrapping away. I'll keep this business card. I don't remember what I did with the other business card I collected. I should have taken more business cards from the people so I could remember the creators I liked and buy the stuff later. Oh, that's why I put it. I put it over there then. And then the other thing they bought me is like a dice tray, D&D dice tray, which I actually found funny as well because I had another conversation later where they were like, "Oh, you know, what you're looking at," because I have a tendency to sort of like wander off and be in my own world a lot of the times. Because I like to wander and just sort of see things at my own pace sometimes. So, you know, sometimes my friends will be looking around at things and I'll just sort of like wander off in a different direction, be like, "Oh, this looks interesting." But you know, still keep them in sight. They were, I think they were looking at dice and buying something, and I was looking at some of the dice trays. It wasn't this one actually, mind you. So I was a bit of like label stuck to the back. But I remember them talking, them asking me, and I was like, "Oh, I was looking at these dice boxes," and I was actually, I like the designs and styles of these wooden dice boxes. And I pointed to like a few in particular. I was like, I really would like them more if they were in these redwood thing. Now, looking back at it, it kind of makes it seem like I was very intentionally trying to be like, hey, you know, if you're trying to buy a gift, this is what I like. It wasn't, that genuinely wasn't, that was just me speaking. But they didn't get me that exact one, but they got me one very similar. So, you know, it's still scarily similar how accurate, I suppose, they guessed. I don't know. My friend told me that one of them was basically trying to feed the information they got from me to him while he went to go buy the stuff. So I want to find the story out about that, I suppose, later. But it's a very nice dice tray. It's basically like this wooden plate. It's got a bee in the centre, and it's got like these, I think these are witchcraft symbols, or no, tarot symbols? I can't remember. It's a 3 moon symbol is something in witchcraft, but I don't remember it very well. Actually, now look at it. I think this bee is slightly off centre of this plate. That's very funny. I can roll a dice on it right now, actually. We can use it to determine how lucky my year is going to be. Oh, where did I put my dice? But it's a nice dice tray. And I don't have a dice tray. I do have a lot of dice, but not a dice tray. Let's see if I can get a D20. And I do have a dice bag already. So, looking back, I want some of the conversations I had, I wonder how many of them were actually trying to fish for something I like. Okay, here's a D20. Let this D20 determine my life. Good and bad, you know. I'll take it all in stride. 11. Average. Well, I meant my year, not my life. I suppose statistically my life will probably be quite average. That's just how life is. Law of large numbers and all that. So, I guess I'll put this thing in here. I'll put it with the rest of my D&D stuff, but it's going to be quite hard to fit everything in here, I'm going to be perfectly honest. And I had to slide it under my pens. So, I was joking, because they got me... I think that was the first one they showed me. No, the first thing they showed me was the Evolutions bin, which was one the board game expo sort of thing. And then they showed me the dice tray, and I was like, what is this? Is this meant to be like a major hint that you're trying to get me to actually get this D&D campaign going? If my friends are watching this, it will happen at some point, eventually. But also my friends are watching, thank you very much for your kind gifts. So it's super sweet. And yeah, it was my birthday and I had a lovely time. And I suppose I'll talk more about it tomorrow. But for now, I need to go say thank you to my friends and probably sleep. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Hannah across New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, description, shares, greatly appreciated. Twitter, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.